The lottery ticket cost $2. Maria Gonzalez bought it on a rainy Tuesday while cleaning the 47th floor of Miami's tallest skyscraper. She was 62. Back bent from 44 years scrubbing floors. 7 children. 0 visits in 5 years. That night the numbers flashed on her cracked phone. $400 million jackpot. Winner, Maria Elena Gonzalez. She didn't scream. She just sat on her tiny studio bed, looked at the photo of her late husband, and whispered, "Finally, mi amor, we won." Next morning she quit. No drama. Just left a uniform folded on the cleaning cart with a note. "Thank you. God bless me today." Word spread like wildfire. By noon, her 7 children, scattered across Florida, each living paycheck to paycheck despite never helping their mother, were blowing up her phone. "Mom, you won. We're coming over. Ma, I always knew you'd make it big. Mama, I'm bringing the grandkids." Maria smiled for the first time in years. Maybe, just maybe, her family would finally be whole again. Flashback, 28 years ago. Maria, 34, single mother of 7 after her husband died in a factory accident. She cleans 3 buildings a day, comes home at 2 a.m., still finds energy to help the youngest with homework. Her eldest son, Carlos, 16, says, "Mom, when we grow up, we'll buy you a mansion." She kisses his forehead. "All I need is you kids happy." Present. By evening, her tiny studio is packed. 7 grown children. 14 grandchildren. Expensive perfume mixing with the smell of old mop water. Carlos, now 44, unemployed for 3 years, hugs her first. "Mom, you don't have to clean ever again. We're taking care of everything." Maria's eyes fill with tears. She shows him the winning ticket, still in her purse, wrapped in the same plastic as her husband's old photo. The room erupts in cheers. Then Sophia, the second daughter, always a dramatic one, grabs a ticket. "We need to secure this. I'll keep it in my safe." Maria gently takes it back. "No, Mija. Tomorrow I go to the lottery office with my lawyer." Carlos laughs nervously. "Lawyer? Mom, we're your family." Maria smiles softly. "Exactly why I need one." That night, she doesn't sleep. She writes something on a yellow legal pad, folds it, and hides in the one place her children never looked, inside her husband's old Bible. 3 days later, the money hits her account. $278 million after taxes. The children move fast. Carlos books a $900,000 house in Coral Gables. For all of us to live together. Sophia orders a $180,000 Mercedes. "Mom, you deserve to arrive in style." The others start posting on Instagram. #LotteryMom, #BlessFamily. Maria says nothing. She just watches. Then comes a family meeting at the lawyer's office. The children arrive in new clothes, new watches, new attitudes. Carlos speaks first. "Mom, we've decided. You're getting old. All this money is stressful. We'll manage it for you. Power of attorney." Simple. Maria looks at each of them. 7 faces at once beg for school lunch money, now demanding control of $278 million. She opens her worn purse, takes out the yellow legal pad. Flashback, 12 years ago. Maria finds Carlos stealing from her cleaning tips jar. He cries, "I needed it for rent." She hugs him anyway. "It's okay, Mijo. Family helps family." Present. Maria's voice is quiet but unbreakable. "Before I won, none of you answered my calls for 5 years. When I was sick, Sophia said she was too busy. When I slept on the bus stop bench after missing the last bus, not one of you offered a ride." The room goes silent. She unfolds a yellow paper. "This is my will, written the night I won. You'll hear it when I'm gone." Carlos laughs. "Mom, stop being dramatic. We're rich now." Maria stands, small, bent, but suddenly taller than all of them. "No, Carlos. I'm rich. You're just visiting." She walks out. Behind her, 7 grown children stare at the yellow paper on the table like it's a loaded gun, because something in their mother's eyes told them. The real jackpot wasn't the money. It was a lesson she'd been saving for 44 years, and they were about to learn it the hard way. 3 weeks after the win, Maria had vanished from every radar. The 7 children were spiraling. Carlos had already spent $1.2 million on a Coral Gables mansion, financed in Maria's name, assuming she'd pay. Sophia had leased a $220,000 Porsche on a family business contract. The rest were running up credit cards with the same story. Mom won the lottery. She'll cover it. Then the bank statement arrived at Maria's new condo for $0.8 million gone in 21 days. All on signatures they forged. Maria didn't scream. She called one number. Monday, 9 a.m. All 7 children were served court papers at the same time. Emergency hearing. Fraud, identity theft, elder financial abuse. Carlos laughed when he read it. She's bluffing. She needs us. Wednesday, 2 p.m., Miami Courthouse. Maria walked in wearing the same $12 dress. She cleaned offices in. No lawyer, just a thick folder. The judge, a tired Cuban woman, looked at the kids' $20,000 watches and rolled her eyes. Maria opened the folder. Bank records, forged signatures, text from the family group chat. Carlos, sign Mom's name exactly like this. The bank won't check. Sophia, I already told the dealership it's her money. Just pick up the car. Youngest son, Luis. If she fights, we say she has dementia. Easy. The courtroom went dead silent. The judge didn't even look up. Temporary freeze on all accounts opened in Ms. Gonzalez's name. Repayment schedule starts today. Next hearing in 30 days. Carlos stood up red-faced. She's our mother. This money is for the family. Maria finally spoke, voice ice-cold. I am the family. You are 7 strangers who stole from a cleaning lady. She slid one final document across the table. A new will. Notarized a day after she won. Witnessed by 3 nuns from her old church. Everything, $273 million left, goes to the Maria Gonzalez Children's Foundation. 0 to biological children. Carlos lunged across the table trying to grab it. Bailiffs tackled him in seconds. Sophia started screaming, You can't do this. We're your blood. Maria looked at her for 5 full seconds. Blood doesn't forge signatures. She turned to leave. Anna, the youngest daughter who had stayed quiet, ran after her in the hallway. Mama, please. I didn't sign anything. I swear. Maria stopped. She reached into her purse and pulled out a single key on a red string. Blue envelope from Part 1. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Come alone to this address. If even one of your siblings follows you, the offer dies. Anna clutched the key, crying. Maria walked away without looking back. That night, the 6 greedy children met in the half-finished Coral Gables mansion. Carlos slammed a bottle on the counter. She thinks she can cut us out? We get her declared mentally incompetent. I already found a doctor who'll sign for $50,000. Sophia grinned. I'll say she's been talking to Dad's ghost. Easy dementia case. They clinked glasses. They had no idea every word was being recorded, because Maria had wired the entire mansion with cameras the day they bought it in her name. She sat in her quiet condo watching the live feed, sipping cafecito. She pressed one button, sent the new recording straight to the prosecutor's office with a note. Attempted conspiracy to commit elder abuse, added to the charges. Then she turned off the screen, looked at her husband's photo, and smiled for the first time in weeks. Tomorrow Anna would either choose her mother or lose everything with her siblings. The trap was set, and the $400 million was never the prize. Control was. Thursday, 10 a.m. sharp. Anna stood alone outside a rundown community center in Little Havana. The key on the red string shook in her hand. She expected lawyers, security, cameras. Instead, the door opened, and Maria stood there in an apron, hairnet, holding a mop just like old times. Anna burst into tears. Mama, I'm so sorry. Maria pulled her inside, locked the door. No cameras, no witnesses, just mother and daughter. Maria pointed to a folding chair. Sit. You have 5 minutes to convince me you're different. Anna dropped to her knees. I never signed anything. I swear, when they said they were taking your money, I left the group chat. Look. She showed her phone. Deleted messages. Blocked numbers. Maria's eyes softened, but only a little. I have one question, Anna. When I was sleeping on the bus bench at 3 a.m., because I missed the last ride, why didn't you answer my call? Anna cried harder. I was at a club. I saw it and I silenced it. I'm disgusting. Maria nodded once. Stand up. She led Anna to the back room. Inside, 200 children eating breakfast. Poor kids. Dirty uniforms. Same eyes Anna had when she was little. Maria spoke softly. Every day for the last 20 days, I've been here from 5 a.m. cooking, cleaning, teaching. This is where the money is going. All of it. Anna looked around, stunned. Maria continued. Your brothers and sisters will be in prison by next month. Forgery, conspiracy, elder abuse. Minimum 7 to 10 years each. The prosecutor called me yesterday. Plea deals rejected. Anna covered her mouth. Maria handed her a new blue envelope, thicker than the last. Inside is a job offer. Director of Family Programs for the Foundation. $180,000 a year. You will work here every day. Hands dirty. No fancy office. You will see the faces your siblings tried to rob. Anna opened it with shaking fingers. Contract. Benefits. One line highlighted. Failure to show up any single day equals immediate termination and zero inheritance. Anna looked up, tears streaming. I'll be here at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow, Mama. I swear on Papa. Maria finally hugged her, the first real hug in 15 years. Outside, news vans were already pulling up. Breaking alert on every channel. 6 children of $400 million lottery winner indicted for fraud and elder abuse. Youngest daughter to testify against siblings. Carlos watching his new mansion, now surrounded by police seizing assets. He screamed at the TV, "That traitor bitch." Friday, 11 a.m., federal courthouse. Carlos, Sophia, Luis, and the others in orange jumpsuits, ankles chained, faces gray. The prosecutor played the mansion recording. Clear audio of them planning the fake dementia scam. Judge didn't even blink. Bail denied. All 6 remanded. Carlos lunged at the glass when he saw Maria, sitting calmly in the gallery. You did this. You'll die alone. Maria stood slowly, looked him dead in the eyes, and said the sentence that ended up on every front page. I won't die alone. I have 200 new children who call me Mama every morning. You lost the only mother you ever had the day you forged my name. She turned and walked out. Cameras flashed like lightning. That night Maria sat on her tiny balcony watching the news. $273 million, now fully transferred. Irrevocable trust. Not 1 cent can ever go to biological children. Her phone buzzed. Text from Anna. Arrived at 4:27 a.m. made 220 arepas. Kids love them. See you soon, Mama. Maria smiled, kissed her husband's photo, and whispered, We did it, mi amor. The real jackpot just walked through the door. And for the first time in 44 years, Maria Gonzalez went to bed without setting an alarm, because tomorrow, 200 children would wake her with the sound of pure love. 6 months later, the 6 greedy children sat in federal prison jumpsuits, pale and shaking. Trial day, courtroom packed, cameras banned, but every reporter in Miami was outside. Maria walked in wearing a simple navy dress. $29 from Marshall's. Anna at her side in the foundation polo shirt, eyes red but proud. The prosecutor laid out the evidence like a massacre. 312 forged documents, $11.4 million spent in 42 days recorded conversations planning to drug Maria for a fake dementia diagnosis, a doctor on parole, ready to sign commitment papers. Carlos tried to interrupt. The judge shut him down with one look. Then Maria took the stand. No tears. No drama. Just facts. I cleaned toilets 44 years so they could eat. When I won, they didn't ask how I was. They asked for routing numbers. She placed one item on the evidence table. Her old cleaning uniform, still smelling of bleach. This is what I wore when they stole from me. I brought it so the jury remembers who the victim really was. The jury took 41 minutes to return. Guilty on all 28 counts. Sentencing immediate. Carlos, 18 years. Sophia, 16 years. Luis and the others, 12 to 15 years each. Full restitution ordered. $11.4 million plus 12% interest. The judge looked at Maria. Ma'am, you have the right to speak before I close. Maria stood. I already said everything the night I won. I wrote it on a yellow paper and hid it in my husband's Bible. Today I brought it. She unfolded the original yellow legal pad, the one from part 1. Read it out loud, slow and clear. To my 7 children, if you are reading this, I am gone and you fought over money instead of love. Everything goes to children who still know how to say, thank you. I loved you with all my heart. You taught me blood is not thicker than respect. Goodbye. Mama. She placed it on the judge's bench, then turned to her 6 children in chains. I forgave you the day I won. Today the state did not. She walked out. Anna followed, holding her hand. Outside, 200 foundation kids waited with signs. We love you, Mama Maria. News cameras went wild. That afternoon, Maria signed the final papers. $273 million. Maria Gonzalez Children's Foundation. Irrevocable. Untouchable. Growing daily from donations worldwide. The old Coral Gables mansion the kids bought, sold at auction. Now the foundation's headquarters. The Porsche Sophia leased, repossessed and raffled for scholarships. That night, Maria hosted dinner at the community center. 220 kids. Arepas, rice, laughter. Anna served tables, apron stained, smiling bigger than ever. After the kids left, mother and daughter sat alone under the stars. Anna whispered, Mama, are you happy? Maria looked at the new building with her name on it. I'm not rich, Mija. I'm finally free. She pulled out one last envelope, smaller, pink, handed it to Anna. Open when I'm really gone. Not before. Anna hugged her tight. From prison, Carlos sent a letter begging for forgiveness and money for commissary. Maria wrote back one line. Commissary is $2. Buy a lottery ticket. Maybe you'll get lucky twice. She never wrote again. 1 year later, the foundation broke ground on center number 47. Same day Maria's doctor called. Stage 4 cancer. 6 months, maybe less. Maria smiled, hung up, and went straight to the kids. She had work to finish. Because $400 million was never the legacy. The 47 buildings full of children calling her mama, that was... And not one greedy soul would ever touch a single brick. 2 years after the trial, Maria Gonzalez weighed 81 pounds. The cancer had taken almost everything, except her smile. Room 312, Jackson Memorial Palliative Ward. No private suite. Same public hospital. She used a clean at 3 a.m. She insisted. Every bed around her was filled with foundation kids, holding vigil. 200 children rotating 24/7, so she was never alone. Anna slept on the floor beside the bed, still wearing the same polo shirt, now 2 years old and faded. Friday, 6:14 p.m. The doctor said hours, maybe minutes. Maria opened her eyes, looked at Anna, pink envelope. Now. Anna pulled it from the drawer with shaking hands. Inside, 1 sheet of yellow legal paper and a new lottery ticket. $2. Same numbers at 1. Maria's voice was barely a whisper, but the microphone Anna set up carried it to every foundation center, live-streamed on giant screens. Read it, Mija. Anna unfolded the paper, tears falling on the ink. To my real family, if you are hearing this, I left the way I lived. Simple. The money is gone. All $273 million built 312 centers in 19 countries. Every penny accounted for. Not one child will ever sleep hungry because of it. To my 6 children in prison, I kept one thing for you. This lottery ticket. Same numbers. It's worth $2. That is what your greed is worth now. To Anna and my 312,000 children around the world. You were the jackpot I prayed for every night on my knees scrubbing floors. Thank you for calling me Mama when my blood stopped. I love you bigger than any prize. See you soon. Mama Maria. Anna finished reading and the room exploded in quiet sobs. Maria lifted one weak hand. Every child in the room, and on every screen in 312 centers, raised their hand back. She smiled the biggest smile of her life. 6:27 p.m. Maria Gonzalez closed her eyes forever. No machines beeped, just children singing Las Mananitas softly. The news broke at 7 p.m. Every channel, every language. Cleaner who won $400 million and gave it all to poor children dies surrounded by love. Within hours, hashtag Thank You Mama Maria was the #1 global trend for 11 straight days. Prison visiting room next morning. Carlos, Sophia, and the others watched the live stream replay on the common TV. When the children sang, Carlos dropped to his knees on the concrete floor and cried for the first time since childhood. He still had the $2 lottery ticket Maria mailed him. He never cashed it. 1 year later, anniversary of her death, 312 centers lit up blue at sunset. 312,000 children released 312,000 blue balloons. Every balloon had a $2 bill attached and a note. Love is the only lottery that always pays out. Mama Maria, in Miami, the original community center was renamed Mama Maria Gonzalez World Children's Home, center number 001. At the entrance stands a life-size bronze statue. Maria in her cleaning uniform, arms open wide, surrounded by children of every color holding hands. The plaque reads only 6 words. She won $400 million. She chose us. And under the statue, every single day, fresh flowers appear. Sometimes from strangers who saw the story. Sometimes from a quiet woman in a faded polo shirt who still shows up at 4:27 a.m. to cook her rapers. Because some mothers never stop working. And some jackpots are measured in hugs, not dollars.